Cinematic Storytelling, Professor Burton, Week 3, Assignment 2.
So what are we doing next this week, Professor Burton?
So this week we are refining our storyboards once again. And the emphasis at this point, as it says in the syllabus, is add shots, mood, and improve composition to your storyboard. So you're taking your artwork and your frames, aside from the comments I've made to you, which may be changing your story arc because you may have fallen short in terms of this character development and their goals and obstacles. But besides that, you're also looking at changing the composition and the shots to more appropriately meet the mood and emotions of the characters.
Well, how can we more appropriately meet the mood?
One big answer to that: fill the frame, work close. Anything distant, especially in the beginning of your learning, is difficult. Work in close-up. Show character emotion in facial expressions. A series of spaceships colliding and exploding is fun, but that's not teaching us about how to show emotion. That's a big backdrop scene. You can do that, but you must then cut to the characters inside the spaceship and what they're going through, and exploding or fear or hesitation. So all of your composition should somehow bring us to a series of emotions which help us go on the same journey as the hero is going on in these frames. Lighting is important, composition is important, tangent lines are important.
What do you mean by tangent lines?
Tangent lines are compositional lines used in the frame that bring your attention to the main subject of that frame. So as I mentioned in the example of aliens or spaceships, if you see two spaceships ready to collide and the point of collision is your focal point, then the lines of the different spaceships should come together in a way that brings your eye to that explosion. That's a tangent line. Every photographer and director is thinking about that as they think about how they're framing their subjects. So the tangent lines are very important. Think of staging, lighting, shot selection, camera angles, etc. As you go through your board. And this is a constant iterative process as we go, so it's always going to be changing.
How can we show a tangent line if it's a focal point in a conversation?
Good question. Characters are always about two people talking to one another. And if you want the focal point to be the hero, your tangent line is going to focus in on a close-up. And the close-up would be the hero saying something very important. Perhaps the line brings you right to the character's mouth or mouth and eyes. And behind him or her, a series of trees or lines framed over their shoulder that are out of focus. So that focal line is the blurriness and the clarity of the character's mouth.